Hello, Myo friend. Have we met? Well, you're watching this, so if we haven't met, we are fixing to right now. Before I tell you a little bit about why I'm videoing here on a cold, snowy Colorado day, I just want to tell you that I'm here because this is the biggest piece of joy in my life, and so is that little dude right there. So I'm at the park. I'm playing with my dog and I'm multitasking. So you may be new to me, may not know anything about my story, but when I left dental hygiene, I promised myself that I was going to fill my cup. I was going to create a life that I dreamed of. And when I talk about this being the biggest piece of joy, and when I talk about creating a life that I could have never dreamed of, it has nothing to do with houses, cars, purses, vacations, nothing. It has to do with the fact that this morning it's freezing cold and it's snowing, and that I did not have to go out and get dressed to go to work, did not have to go out and start my car. I didn't have to do anything that I didn't want to do. And so when I talk about this silly chucket being the biggest piece of joy of my life, that's because since I retired from dental hygiene, it brings me the greatest joy to have control over my schedule every single day, to get to do this at the park first thing with my dog every single day. Okay. So if you're new to me, you might be seeing that we're going to pretty soon be opening the doors for the Ditch Hygiene Academy. And this program is bonkers. It is the most comprehensive program that's available out there. Go do your research and make sure you're on our waiting list so you can get all the information about what's included in this course. But let me just tell you this. It's 24 weeks, plus you can add additional 8-week segments onto it. So it's really meant for bored, burnout dental hygienists like myself who want to create some sort of a different life. Okay, so the program isn't meant for tire kickers. It's meant for people who want to do exactly what I've done. So let's talk about that. I was a dental hygienist of 15 years, and I was bored out of my mind from the very first day. I discovered that I wanted to do something different in about 2016. I read a book, Pivot by Jenny Blake. If you have not read it, go do it, because if you're a student of mine, I'm going to make you do it anyhow. And I did the work. I actually got out the notebook and a pen, and I did the work, and it has made all the difference. And yesterday I reviewed those notes from way back then, and this was one of the things I wanted to do, is develop my ideal day, essentially. So I learned about Jenny Blake. I didn't want to start over as a dental hygienist, so I did some research on alternative careers for dental hygienists, and myofunctional therapy popped up again. And I had been introduced to it very early on in my career, about 2002, 2003, something like that. So I'm going to give you the Reader's Digest version. So in 2017, I took my training. I worked half a year, started my business right after, worked half a year in Myo in 2017. And I can't remember the exact number. I think it was like 25,000, 26,000. So 2018 was my first full-time year in Myo, and I made 6 figures, and I've made multiple six figures ever since. In fact, yesterday when I wrapped up my numbers from last year, my income from 2018 to 2019 jumped over $100,000 from myofunctional therapy revenue. So that is mind-blowing. I had a 5-year goal, you guys. I wanted to leave hygiene in 5 years. I cut back to part-time after 1 year. 14 months to be exact. So cut back to part-time 14 months. And then I retired from hygiene 13 months after that. So 2 years is what it took me. And now I run a multi six-figure business. In January of 2023, I'm bringing on my associate, who's going to help me because I just am out of time. So who am I talking to? Am I talking to you who needs to do this? If I am, again, make sure you're on the Ditch Hygiene list, on that wait list. And then I want to hear your story. Why do you want to go into Myo? I'm trying to hear why you're bored, what you want to do with it, why you want to add the skill set. So it stays like this. I know I'm kind of rambling here, but it stays like this that remind me that this is my why. Like I mentioned, it's not houses, it's not vacations, it's not cars. Being in control of not only my retirement and my wallet, but my ideal day, I think is huge. So, as we get ready to open the doors in February, I'm going to be on here some more talking about why I think it's important that women create their own business. That's huge. I'm not going to get into it today, but I will be back soon. So in the meantime, my friend, have a safe, warm, fantastic New Year's, and I will see you soon.